Okay, day 58 of trying to become a SOC analyst. We're on the LetsDefend platform. I've assigned myself this alert, medium severity, forced authentication detected, web attack. So let's have a look at what we've got in the alert. So source IP 120.48 and a destination IP of 104. Web server _test is the host, and front end LetsDefend accounts login. A post was permitted to the login, so multiple requests to that endpoint from multiple IPs. From the same IP, sorry. Okay, so let's destination IP, let's go source IP. Let's see what this endpoint was. It was web dev, wasn't it? No, so it's not on there. So let's go to the logs. Okay, so that's our source. IP, destination, port 80, 21, remote desktop, 3000, HTTPS, POP3, DNS, SMTP. Okay, so lots of all from the same IP and all to the same destination. So this looks like the requests that spawned our alert. The endpoint accounts login. They're trying root and 123 password. Trying admin 123 password. Firewall denied. Firewall denied. Okay, permitted to port 3000. Firewall denied. Firewall denied. Okay, permitted to port 80. DNS was denied. SMTP was allowed. Okay, so 23 telnet denied. Okay. So we're back to the port 80 connections. So again, it's the same endpoint. Their accounts login, test 123. So we're seeing that the post is permitted, but we're not seeing what the response was. Was it like HTTP 200 to say it was okay, or was it a 300 redirect to show that maybe the login was successful? Info password 123, ADM I love you, princess, rock you. Rock you is the popular hacking word list, and that's a good nod there. Admin password 123, admin again. User admin password. So we're just looking for any sort of confirmation that the login was successful. Oh, well, there we go. So user login successful at 2:15. This is SSH denied. 2:15. So it would have been this admin password. Sorry, just throw that in my notes. Okay. And the response we got was that that one was successful. Okay. In terms of the IP address, it seems like this is a web dev server. I'll just look at the IPs in VirusTotal anyway. Okay, so this has been flagged as a brute force IP, and destination. So the destination is what we're assuming is the web dev server, so this shouldn't be in there. So okay, so we can say abusive IP, geo-based. Where was that? It was in China, wasn't it? Yeah, geo-based in China. Attempted brute force, and it was successful. So then for the endpoint, I'm not sure it's on our network, so we can try web server test in our endpoint. No, so there's no match there, so it's an interesting one. Normally all the alerts relate to internal machines that we can monitor. Let's start the playbook up. I don't think we need to investigate much further. We have the logs that confirm there was a login from a malicious IP. Understand why it was triggered. Well, it was triggered from the brute force attempt. Collect the data, so we've seen that it's abusive IP. And we know it's external. We've got the username. Examine the traffic. We've done that. The traffic is malicious. So it was brute force. There doesn't seem to be an option for that, so we're going to go with other. Not planned. To be honest, I don't even bother checking the planning anymore. You check the emails, but it never is planned. Internet to company. So although we can't find the endpoint in the endpoint security, we're just going to say it's company. Check whether the attack was successful. So we did see that successful login. So yes. Containment. Yeah, so we can't do the endpoint security page. Yes, okay. So let's add our artifacts. So we had the IP. And we had the endpoint. Okay, and we could even add the source IP, the destination IP, which is potentially our web dev. Our web dev server, so IP, and that's all we need for that. Do we need to escalate? Yes, we do. Okay, I'll pause the video, I'll write up some notes for this one. Be back in 1 second. Okay, so I've written up my notes. We've got MITRE attack technique, brute force, and valid accounts. We've got the log in the 5W style, who, an external attacker from IP address 120.48.36.175, targeted the web application hosted on web server _test. The attacker attempted authentication against the admin account on the web application. What? The alert SOC 246 forced authentication detected triggered due to multiple post requests sent to their account/logon endpoint. Log analysis confirmed a brute force attempt against the login page. The attacker eventually succeeded in authenticating using the credentials admin and password. The requests originated from a browser user agent Mozilla and resulted in a successful login to the admin account, indicating a compromise through weak credentials. When? We've got the timestamp. Where? The source IP 120. destination IP 104, the host was the web server _test, target endpoint was the /accounts/login, the Y. The alert was triggered because multiple authentication attempts were detected from the same source IP against the login endpoint. Investigation confirms the activity was a brute force attack, which resulted in a successful login to the admin account using weak credentials. The web server appeared to be an external development server, and I don't have access to containment. The incident should be escalated to the level 2 security team to reset compromised credentials, investigate potential malicious activity performed after login, and implement migration measures such as account lockout policies and stronger password requirements. Okay, so let's see how we went. Close the alert first. True positive. Paste in our note, which was the one we had before. And okay, so we got everything correct. True positive. Yes, it needs to be escalated. It was a successful attack. It was external traffic. It was not planned. Their attack type was other. We decided it was brute force. And the traffic was malicious, so that the Playbook Answers were correct, and we pretty much confirmed that there was a successful login from the log. Just interesting. Lately I've been using the basic search in LetsDefend. This was the source address. Let's just see if there was more information in the detailed log search. What was it, page 3? So login successful. That was the firewall deny. We'll just check one of the... I just want to see if it shows the HTTP response codes. No, it doesn't. So there's no difference in the log search advanced or pro. Okay, so I'll see you on, what day are we up to? Day 59 of trying to become a stock analyst. Thank you.